Damn, son, where'd you find
What's
this?
crazy, baby? We are back with a simple yet informative video. Now, if this is your first time here and leveling up and money is your motivation, what I need you to do is watch this video in its entirety. And if you have, on God, you have become certified. So what I need you to do is hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your damn notifications so you can be notified every time I drop another bang on gang. Now, today's topic is very simple. It came to me the other day, and I believe this is very important for me to speak on. Not only will you gain massive clarity and massive understanding, but you will have the knowledge and the steps to apply to your own life to put in place so you can make the right choices to get exactly where you want to be. Now, what is today's biggest problems with modern society? Social media has to be one of the biggest weaknesses of less aware individuals who do not understand how it could be a burden to your life if you do not make the right pullbacks from the internet in the right times and use it for more of a knowledge gainer and a lesson learned rather than a place to escape your own reality. The biggest problem with today's modern culture is this instant gratification, a highly sensitive world. It is easy. You can go right down the street to a McDonald's and get a burger for $1, get a sandwich for $1. You can go down the street to a Taco Bell and get a taco for $1. Obesity is at its all-time high. Why? Because there are people who need these dopamine instant releases. They need this instant gratification. They need that food. They crave that gluttony. They crave the sex. They crave the lust. They have no control. They have no self-awareness. Or they are aware, but they just don't give a damn to make a change. And they make any kind of excuses instead of focus on the results for a better outcome. Today's biggest problems are the egos. Today's biggest problems are men who lost their way. Men who cannot lead themselves. So how can they lead their own family? This is what's wrong with today's world. It's so glamorized by hookup culture, by promiscuous actions, and guess who the leading founders of these quote-unquote agendas that are being pushed? It is the elites at the top, which is mostly the men who are running society. Now, if you think about it for a second, it is nothing to even be upset about. It's just something to recognize and then use it to your own advantage to get ahead. That means being on a purpose if you are a man, being on a hustle, being on a grind, but having a plan in place, knowing where you want to go in life and making the apparent sacrifices that you need to put in place to get where you want to be. Along the way, you're gonna have so many obstacles and distractions that will throw you off your journey. Today's biggest problem with modern culture is men rewarding bad behavior. You have so many upset women. A lot of them are unfulfilled. With 80% high divorce rate is due to the lack of masculine drive in the modern day male. It's due to the lack of leadership in the modern day world. Okay, what does that mean? That means a man who can simply tell a woman no. A man who will not tolerate behaviors and have morals, principles, and values that he follows day to day. The internet is full of delusion both ways. Accountability has to be taken on the men's side, and accountability has to be taken on the women's side. And in society, OnlyFans and all this promiscuous acts is influenced by the men that are paying for them. So what else is women supposed to do? A lot of their argument is sex sells, and it does very well, but it's selling to the beta males and the weaker gentleman who needs that outlet, that getaway, that quick and instant source of pleasure to escape whatever it is that they're dealing with in their own life. Not the center of my world, does not get me where I want to be in life, and it does definitely damn sure don't put no money in my bank. So why would I waste my time even chasing or playing a game that is meant for men to lose, that is meant for men to be trapped in? And a lot of men fail to understand why they are still not satisfied and ask me the same questions of why she's doing this, why is she doing that, when the real question is, what are you doing? What are you doing, sir? What are you doing to better your life? Ultimately, level up your position in life to where you will have options. I'm talking about unlimited options, to where you do not have to put your eggs all in one basket and worry about what this one chick that is giving you no attention is doing. A man without drive, let alone a purpose, is a man that's just going through life living the perceptions of others, living through what others say he should do instead of his own, finding his own way. Any negative vibe, any negative energy gets cut off immediately. A lot of men lack that type of power. Why? Because they are slaves to what's between a woman's legs. Why do you think the lack of respect for men is so prevalent in today's world? It's because we do not have enough strong men. This is exactly why it is so many broken homes. This is exactly why a man who does not understand, yes, he sleeps with a lot of women, but he is still unsatisfied. He still has a void that he cannot fill. Switching bodies out, all it does is feed your ego, yet alone you're sharing your body with multiple human beings, and you're not understanding the trauma and damage that still comes along with that. Even though we can handle that better, it does not make it right in the long run. You have to work on self. You have to work on your inner self, your inner spirit, so it can guide you and take you where you need to be in life, so you will not make any decisions that could ruin it in a split second, just like that. You as a man have to know what is right and what is wrong. Nobody's perfect, not even me. You can't always make the right decisions, but you can always make the best calculated decision, especially when you are aware of your life and the direction that you want to go. When you have control over your life, then petty things will not have control over you. Not being a part of the herd mentality of today's modern culture that continues to thrive, only getting worse as time goes on. If you have not noticed, the single mother rate skyrockets, and poverty does as well along the way, because like I said, it is less men who know how to lead themselves. Thus, how can they lead their own family? This message runs deeper than a lot of people think, and this is not me trying to bash anybody. This is me putting out awareness that people have to understand and have to know, so they can be able to lead their own lives and their own families in the right way, and that is of the righteousness. Faith should be your driving factor to make the best decisions in your life. So, I appreciate you watching the video. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I'm wrapping it up with that today. That's the message. Be on your grind. Stop chasing instant gratification.